We've got some pretty breaking news for the future of Hasbro in 2025 with a new Cobalt Dragoon up and coming and a stadium. Alright, let's talk about the latest Beyblade X news. If you are new here, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And by the way, if you want to get Beyblade X products from a Canadian import seller, check out mollabays.com. We have amazing Beyblade X products that are Japan imported. It is an optional way to support the channel. I appreciate any and all support regardless. So let's just get started with talking about one of the big things here, which is the release date. So it says, at least on Amazon Germany, where this originated from, that this is supposed to be like right at the start of March. Now, with Hasbro release dates, you basically get it one of two ways. It's either they say a release date and it's like far later if you find it, or super early. So anytime they say it, it literally just fucking means nothing, right? So in terms of that, I don't really know. Usually how they try to do waves is every few months, and I'm pretty sure the intended street date, at least for wave 4 and this stuff, should be just like the, you know, like the latter part to spring, like April, May-ish, probably April, but in reality, we're probably gonna see it a lot sooner. So I do want to say this: if you find this Beyblade, please let me know, because I will buy it off your hands, because if it says March, it's probably going to be February, because that's usually how this shit works. But if I can get it, that would be really awesome, because Canada's distribution sucks. We did kind of get lucky with Wave 3 with like Buster Drawn and Wand Wizard, but even that is like scarce to find, which is like, you know, Hasbro's classic distribution. But let's kind of move on to one of the more funnier things, which is the fact that I did think about this for a while. We still don't have any information for like a Cobalt Drake. And we're already getting Cobalt Dragoon, which is like really odd. Now, I understand the reason for this. This is because of the fact that Takara Tomy has locked Cobalt Drake in a gacha, and they did it again. So no matter what, until that Cobalt Drake Silver is gone, we're never gonna see it released by Hasbro, because Takara Tomy wants you to gamble on the app, so then after eventually they do some regular release, then after maybe we can get it, because it's gonna be such a, probably by the time that we get a Hasbro Cobalt Drake, is probably gonna be like shit. Probably by the time we're almost done with season 2. What? Let's talk about Cobalt Dragoon on that topic. So Cobalt Dragoon is the first left spin Beyblade of Beyblade X. I'm very happy to see us get this release. And obviously, you know, we were gonna get it, but what I mean by this is that there's some part of me in the back of the head that thought like, what if they throw like a left entry launcher, like those tiny ones, and like a string launcher? I would have hated that. So we get a string launcher. Very good. I'm very happy by this. It's like the Phoenix one. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff to talk about with Cobalt Dragoon. So first of all, this is a very nice attack type blade. This is what I would say is really good at hitting pretty good and destabilizing opponents. Cobalt Dragoon's kind of weird, where it doesn't really have a shape that works too well, but on certain combinations, you can get it to kind of equalize, in air quotes, against the opponent. If you have a greater launch than your opponent, you probably will outspin with Cobalt Dragoon, so that's going to be fun to use in Hasbro Beyblade X's Stadium. I don't care about 260. Cyclone's a pretty fun bit. In fact, I would probably think that Cyclone's going to be a lot of fun to use in the Hasbro Stadium, since bits like Rush are very good, since it's such a small space you're playing in. To have something where it's going to be very controlled but still aggressive, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. If you actually tried out Cyclone Hasbro Beyblade Extreme Stadium, let me know what you think about it, because that's going to be a fun discussion. I guess, yeah, sure, why not? Other stuff to mention is just, yeah, I want to get it. Obviously, I have to review it regardless, but I do want to just have the fun, because what I tried to do, and I know it's going to sound silly, but I tried to wait until those releases come out a lot later, so I can kind of experience it kind of like a new experience firsthand. So anytime there's like a new release from Takara Tomy in Japan that's way out of Hasbro, I never want to use it on the Hasbro Stadium until Hasbro does the release, so that way you can kind of just get the vibe off it. I don't know, it's just a fun little silly thing. Now, the really crazy thing about this, by the way, is the other pictures that they do. So there's a bunch of promo pictures on here, one of which is the Hasbro Clash and Carry Stadium, which, hey, your boy did a review on it. Check it out, somewhere on the screen right here. And also, a new stadium that we never saw before. So that's why the title of this video is The Hasbro Beyblade X Leaks Are Crazy, or some shit like that. Because this is a new stadium, and I was like, wait, what stadium is this? And I also want to put this out there. Shout out to my boy Keo, which, a quick spoiler, which I'm going to put a spoiler warning somewhere here. You got 5 seconds to skip, or whatever the timestamp's going to be on here. But in the animation, there is seemingly an anime stadium being developed. So I would think that most likely what's happening is that TT never releases that stadium, but Hasbro actually does. This lines up with literally like in Burst era. If you remember, there'd be a lot of stadiums that the anime did that TT didn't, but Hasbro did. I think it's like a cute way for Hasbro to have some sort of variety in stadiums. I do want to put to your attention that Hasbro did do like this Vortex Climb battle set in the Hypersphere Beyblade Burst era. And what this stadium basically was there's like an elevated section that you could add on to where the bays would go up and they would come crashing down. Something I thought of is if you can combine this concept of, let's say, an elevated extreme, and we're just speculating right now because we literally don't know shit about this stadium, but if you could do that, I think that would be such a fun gameplay element if it can be executed properly. Because just imagine, like, you're going crazy speeds up in the air, crashing down. To be fair, Beyblade X kind of already does that, but I don't know. I thought this would be something really, really smart if they can do it and, like, execute it properly. So this is, like, already a big gamble ask for Hasbro, because some of their stadiums are not so bad design, some of their stadiums are pretty bad design, but the Hypersphere era wasn't too bad for the stadiums. I'd probably say one of the best that Hasbro's done for a lot of the kind of the weird gimmicky stuff. Will this stadium be something exciting? I don't really know. It kind of looks like some elevated extreme, kind of like a Hypersphere-esque stadium from the Beyblade Burst era, so I do think that Hasbro doing a lot of stadiums is, you know, it's fine. I think it's fun to see whether or not it can be fun gameplay, so casually speaking, or maybe if there's something cool competitive, and if not competitive, then as long as the gameplay is fun and like usable enough where it's like cool, then I don't really care, and I'm all for just trying out like different stuff. Because you gotta remember with like Beyblade X, like to practice with the concept of an extreme line, to do all these variations, there's a lot of possibilities here, so if it ends up being fun, that's what I'm hoping for. I'm just trying to think what they would pair the stadium up with. My prediction, personally speaking, I would assume, unless this is going to be just with, like, unless the stadium's, like, far later on, which if that's the case, then it'll probably be with some of the bays later, but I thought you could easily just, like, throw in, like, the variant of Wand Wizard and Buster Drawn from the UX04 Takeratomi Japanese set, so maybe that could work out like that. Otherwise, yeah, I think Hasbro is going to be in for an interesting year, probably. I'm hoping, you know, we see what they can do, because I want to see them do some more of the anniversary bays, the El Dragos, the Drigger Bay, Drasil, etc., etc. I really want to see, I don't know, just something cool, man. Like, you know, on the Hasbro side, I think it's cool where it's same with TT, but stadium-wise, I just want to see some crazy shit, because they have done crazy shit. Not all the stadiums have been 100% fun or that good design, but, you know, it was something. I don't know. Anyways, I'm just stalling for the end screens. You get it? I'm still stalling. Yeah, like, subscribe, and comment. That's kind of it. What are your thoughts on the news? Will you be getting Cobalt Dragoon? If you find any Wave 4 stuff, please let me know, because I'll buy it off your hands. But that's going to be it for now. Take care and bye.